Here we have a gorgeous Royal Doulton figurine called Melody, and she has a HN number of 2202. She's actually one of my favourites. I say that about a lot of these figurines, but I really do adore this one. She was produced from 1957 to 1962, and as you can see, she has just the most quintessentially 40s and 50s femininity about her. You know, she has a perfect hourglass physique, and she's got the figure hugging but flowing dress, and you know, the quintessential silver screen movie star looks. In fact, it's been driving me a little crazy trying to figure out where I've seen something very similar like this in a movie. And you know, I was thinking, was it a Cecil B. DeMille movie? You know, some lady playing a mandolin in Samson and Delilah or something, but I've drawn a blank. The closest I could find was basically a picture of Janet Leigh, who was married to Tony Curtis, and obviously was the star of the film Psycho. And I saw a picture of her, and this is the spitting image of her. The the one problem was she didn't have a mandolin. So then I found a picture of Sophia Loren in very similar clothes again, and with a guitar, close enough, but without the blonde hair. So it's been driving me a little nuts. If anybody can, you know, point me in the right direction as to what film I might have seen something very similar to her out of, I would very much appreciate it. But anyway, getting back to the story, she was produced by Royal Doulton between 1957 and 1962, so she had a very, very short production run. So she's very much a product of the times. I mean, she's just so representative of the fashions of the 40s and 50s, and she's quite gorgeous. On her base, she's marked obviously with her name and the Royal Doulton emblem. The font used is the old serif font, which Doulton pretty much phased out after 1959. So I would think that this particular Melody dates from between 1957 and 1959. So she would have been made in the first half of that very short production run. I think she's just a really gorgeous little piece. Charlton's standard catalogue of Royal Doulton figurines in the 10th edition give her a book value of £250, which is pretty illustrative of her rarity, both in the fact that she's obviously a long retired piece, and also because she only had a very short production run of 5 years. She's in extremely good condition. There's absolutely nothing wrong with her, no chips, no cracks, or any of the rest of it. I've just seen, as I was doing this video, that her one tinsy little flaw is to the underside of the tip of her shoe. She has a tinsy little bit of a fleck of paint missing, but it's certainly not, it doesn't go into the enamel. It seems very much just to be the paint which is missing there. So I mean, it's absolutely nothing, and obviously once she's on show you don't see that that missing fleck of paint at all. But you know, I think it's important to mention the slightest flaw with these things. But as flaws go, that obviously doesn't detract from her in any way in either value or aesthetics. She's quite beautiful in her pastel pinks and her pastel blues. So there you have it. This is Melody, who, like I say, is a spitting image of Janet Leigh. But you know, the spitting image of Janet Leigh holding a mandolin. But she's a very, very gorgeous figurine, and she is available exclusively on our website at Timeless-Antiques.co.uk. So there you have it. Thank you very much.